Here's a detailed 1,300-word article for your topic. After 3 long years, Reacher will repeat what fans loved about Season 1. For fans of Lee Child's iconic creation, the waiting has been long, agonizing, and filled with speculation. After 3 years of anticipation, the highly anticipated second season of Reacher is finally on the horizon. And while the television landscape has changed, the one thing that remains unchanged is the essence of what made the first season such a hit: a relentless hero, bone-crushing action, and a meticulous attention to detail that honors the source material. Season 2 promises to revisit all of these strengths while expanding the story in ways fans could only hope for. The Season 1 blueprint: what made it click? To understand why Season 2 has fans buzzing, it helps to look back at what made Season 1 a standout. The inaugural season of Reacher hit screens like a freight train, staying true to the lean, mean, and intimidating persona of Jack Reacher as written in the books. Alan Ritchson, in his breakout role as the titular character, embodied Reacher's mix of intellectual acuity, moral rigidity, and unmatched physical prowess. This authenticity struck a chord with viewers who had long felt previous adaptations, most notably the Tom Cruise films, missed the mark on capturing Reacher's imposing presence. Season 1 also excelled at pacing. Each episode functioned like a chapter in a gripping novel, with mysteries unfolding in careful, deliberate fashion. The writers didn't rush the story. They allowed Reacher's investigative methods, his strategic mind, and the simmering tension to breathe. This approach contrasted sharply with many contemporary action shows that prioritize spectacle over substance. Reacher combined both: intelligent plotting with high-stakes action, a combination that made binge-watching irresistible. Another element that contributed to the season's success was the supporting cast. Characters were layered, nuanced, and served to enhance Reacher's narrative rather than overshadow him. Whether it was allies who brought moral and emotional depth or antagonists who challenged him intellectually and physically, the ensemble cast provided balance and complexity that kept viewers invested beyond the episodic confrontations. Returning to the formula fans love, Season 2 appears poised to double down on exactly these strengths. According to insiders and early promotional material, the series will continue to place Reacher at the center of a web of criminal intrigue while ensuring that every punch, chase, and investigation feels earned. The showrunners have emphasized that this season won't dilute the elements that made the first one compelling. Fans can expect the same meticulous attention to character fidelity. Ritchson's Reacher will remain physically imposing, morally consistent, and intellectually unassailable. The first season's careful casting and adherence to Lee Child's vision won't be compromised, and the creative team has publicly committed to preserving the authenticity that fans clamored for. For viewers who long for a faithful visual translation of the novels, this is a reassurance that the series continues to respect its literary roots. The pacing, too, is expected to mirror Season 1's measured approach. While the action sequences will undoubtedly be more elaborate, the storytelling will remain deliberate. Each episode will likely unfold as a carefully plotted piece of a larger narrative, revealing Reacher's investigation, moral judgments, and personal philosophy piece by piece. This balance of action and story, more than any CGI-heavy spectacle, is what endeared the first season to both casual viewers and die-hard fans. Expanding the world without losing the core, while Season 2 will repeat the formula that worked, it is not content to merely rehash the first season. Reports indicate the narrative will delve deeper into Reacher's past, providing glimpses into his life before he became the nomadic justice seeker audiences know. This adds layers to the character without detracting from his iconic persona. It's a rare balancing act in action television, deepening the mythos while maintaining the traits that made a character compelling in the first place. Moreover, the show will explore more complex antagonists and morally ambiguous situations. Season 1 established Reacher as a figure of moral clarity in a murky world of crime and corruption. Season 2 will challenge that clarity, placing him in scenarios that test his principles, his patience, and even his judgment. These narrative complications promise to enhance the drama without sacrificing the action, keeping viewers emotionally and intellectually engaged. Season 2 is also expected to expand the visual and geographic scope of the series. The first season's setting in the small town of Margrave, Georgia, was perfect for a contained, suspenseful narrative. Season 2, however, reportedly takes Reacher into more diverse locales, increasing the scale of both the investigation and the action sequences. The change in setting adds variety without undermining the core identity of the series. Fans can expect more cinematic fights, intricate chase sequences, and a broader exploration of the criminal underworld, all while keeping Reacher's investigative and ethical lens front and center. Action that feels real. One of the most praised aspects of Season 1 was the realism of the action. Reacher's fights were brutal, grounded, and carefully choreographed, every punch, tackle, and throw had weight. The series avoided over-stylized or wire-assisted combat that dominates modern action television. Instead, it emphasized physicality, strategy, and the devastating efficiency of a character trained to handle dangerous situations without hesitation. Season 2 appears to follow the same philosophy. Teasers suggest that the action will not only escalate in intensity, but will continue to feel visceral and grounded. Reacher isn't a superhero. He's a human being with extraordinary skills. Preserving that tension between reality and spectacle is key to the show's success, and it seems the creative team understands this implicitly. Additionally, the series' commitment to practical effects and stunt work enhances immersion. When Reacher throws an adversary or engages in hand-to-hand combat, the consequences feel tangible. This level of authenticity reinforces the audience's connection to the story, making every fight sequence more than just visual spectacle. It becomes narrative storytelling in motion. Character-driven drama amid the chaos. Beyond the brawls and shootouts, Reacher has always shined in its character-driven storytelling. Season 1 demonstrated that even a character as seemingly invulnerable as Reacher has vulnerabilities, principles, and relationships that define him. Season 2 continues to explore these dimensions. Early reports suggest that Reacher will form alliances and confront betrayals that test his instincts and ethics. Supporting characters will remain integral to the narrative, with nuanced arcs that complement Reacher's journey rather than distract from it. This blend of interpersonal drama and high-stakes investigation is a cornerstone of the series, and Season 2 promises to elevate it. Moreover, the writing team seems keenly aware that Reacher's appeal isn't just in the fights or the detective work, it's in his moral compass. He operates in a world of gray, but his sense of justice is unwavering. This consistency, paired with moments of introspection and strategic brilliance, is what gives the series depth beyond the action genre. Season 2 looks set to continue this trend, giving fans not only adrenaline-pumping sequences, but also reason to think, cheer, and care. Fan service without fanaticism. A delicate balance exists between pleasing fans and pandering to them. Reacher Season 2 seems to understand this perfectly. The series doesn't include nods to the novels or